Well, what do you have here? We've got the LR Goku Black Rose EZA details coming out of JP Dokkan on Twitter. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting this. I don't think anybody was expecting this, but nevertheless, let's take a look at what the EZA is like. Does this unit have the juice to be a redeeming EZA for the finale of the worldwide download celebration? It's very funny that I just made a Copium video today talking about this unit's pre-ZA abilities. So I guess that was the perfect preamble to this final finish for the worldwide download celebration. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what this guy does. Shout out to the Dokkan Wiki for the EZA details here. I did post my own format of this because I am a big fan of how this looks. Call me spoiled for getting used to the Goresh format, but I do like that, and I just took it a step further by making the new lines the color of the type. So we're going to be using this, but all credit goes to the Dokkan Wiki. If there's anything that needs to be included or mentioned post video being dropped, I will do so in the pinned comment, so go check that if there's any translation errors. There was one that I actually caught myself, which is that there's actually a little bit more to the 12 key super that wasn't originally shown there. But for the leader skill, this is the usual progression. 150% lead for Future Saga, 100% lead for Extreme Int, only now the key has gone up to 4, which is a bit surprising. For the 12 key, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes Colossal with a medium chance to stun. That's the add-on. Now, that may seem useless, but the thing is, this is actually going to be very helpful on things like Super Battle Road, and then more specifically, the Transforming Cell Red Zone. I have had a lot of time to run through that event for various showcases during this worldwide download, and I gotta say, having the ability to stun on the first like 3 stages of that Transforming Cell makes your life a heck of a lot easier. So this is actually important, and I will take this. I was hoping for a little bit more, like maybe a massively raising defense, but when you see the rest of the unit's abilities, you'll understand that this is actually okay. For the 18 key, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, now becomes greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. I was hoping for a massive, but still, when you see the passive later on, you will understand. Now for the passive itself. Attack and defense plus 66 gets upgraded to key plus 3 attack and defense plus 160. So I doubled this. Apparently that was too conservative because they went even further beyond and added 100% extra basically. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 8% instead of the usual attack plus 6. Each time key rises by 1 up to 160. So now you need to basically pick up 20 key to fully max out this. Well, I mean, you had to before, but you have to pick up 20 key to get a full 160% boost on this passive alone. So this 160 and this 160, this unit's going to be putting up some beefy numbers at a 200% clip. Key plus 3 when key is 18 or more. Okay. Launches an additional super attack when key is 22 or more. So the way that I see these two kind of pairing up is if you get a key plus 19, if you're able to get to 1 key past that bottom mark on your super attack on your little circle, then you will get an additional super attack guaranteed, and your key will go up by 3, consequentially gaining more stats. Don't forget, the more key you get, the more stats you get. So this is actually, these 3 abilities work hand in hand, and that's very cool. Key plus 2. So the final blow delivered. This mechanic was the one that a lot of people were concerned about because originally you had to deliver 3 final blows to get the full effects of this passive. Now they've changed it. After a singular final blow is delivered, key plus 6, high chance to crit. I think that is some of the best that you could have done given the circumstances. You can't exactly remove the mechanic. It has to be there. So building on it, they simply just made it improved and a heck of a lot better. 1 kill blow is all you need. And when you do, you get key plus 6, 50% chance to crit, which is awesome. Recovers 6% health at the end of the turn which an attack was received. That is the same exact thing. And recovers 6% health when key is, or when HP is 66% or more. So you've got double the regen now on any given turn, especially if your health is above 66%. If your health is below 66%, then you can use the rage mode. If you're above 66%, then you will have the double regen. So it does work out. I think more often than not, you will probably see yourself getting the double regen. The berserk mode is probably going to be harder to do, but hey, when it happens, you will be able to use this. So key plus 6 receives an additional key plus 2 per key sphere obtained, thus making it much easier to launch the 18 key. Attacks effective against all types. Greatly raises attack temporarily or massively raises attack temporarily depending on the level of key. Causes destructive damage to the enemy. So I think all in all, this unit is actually going to be pretty decent. I know that there is a significant lack of guard, damage reduction, sort of the few prerequisites that people need for that first glance to deem a unit good or not. But like I said, always make sure you guys reserve final judgment until you get to see the unit in action with a showcase. If you guys haven't already done so, go check out my pre-ZA showcase that I dropped earlier today, because you see what the unit is like pre-ZA at 200% with a 40% support with max links. So you can see what the unit is capable of on the Cell Max event and the Legendary Vegeta event. And then once we get this EZA, we can see what the unit is capable of on those events and more, because this is pretty much going to be the vehicle to the finale of the worldwide download celebration. So you can bet I'm going to be taking full advantage of this, and I'm going to be running through all sorts of events with this LR Rose. I have been waiting for a decent Goku Black Rose LR, and we're not going to get a new one through the carnival summons, but at least we will get this. And finally, I can actually use this and not cringe when I use this. If you saw my video earlier today, the animations were great. The voice acting was cool. It was refreshing to see this, but man, the damage was duty. So I can't wait to see what this unit is capable of now at full EZA 100% max links. It's going to be awesome. Now, in terms of when the EZA is going to drop, I'm sure a lot of people are probably curious about that. At the moment, we don't know. All it says is pay attention to the new Extreme Z battle scheduled to be held soon. If there's any further information on this, like I said, I will make a separate video on it, or I will update the pinned comment. And if there's anything that I need to change in terms of the translations, I will also do so. But that is going to be it. I think all in all, this is probably an 8 out of 10, just at first glance. And I know that might seem a little generous, but based on what happened on the previous Goku Black EZA that we had, I'm kind of basing it off of that. Although, to be fair, I do like that EZA. I mean, I think he still needs a lot to improve, but I actually don't mind that EZA. So considering that was the last Goku Black to EZA, this one being the way that it is, I think this is actually going to be pretty good. And I think a lot of people who are feeling kind of like this unit is mid, I think they are going to quickly change their tune when we actually get that EZA. I checked both versions news info and there's nothing there. So yeah, this is where we're going to wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your honest opinions on this EZA. You can be critical of the unit, but let me know in the comments what you guys think about this EZA at first glance. Do you think this unit's going to be good? Reserve final judgment until you actually get to see the showcase in action. When do you think the EZA is going to drop? Do you think this is going to be happening tonight, tomorrow night, day after? When do you think this is going to happen? Because I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.